Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Ark Survival Evolved. Today in this video, folks, I'm going to show you how to tame the Megalania. So if you guys enjoy this video and find it useful and informative, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Seftopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description as well as in a pinned comment from myself. So before we get into it, the Megalania is a rideable creature, and for that you will, of course, need to craft a saddle. It does have the ability to climb up walls and on ceilings, and in order to tame it, you will want to use the extraordinary kibble. You'll often find the Megalania spawning in caves, so it is quite a dangerous creature, and it does apply a disease debuff that lasts quite a while, so do bear that in mind. It will do damage to you, so you want to tame this at a safe place. Obviously, the Megalania can be found out in the world in the Ragnarok DLC, and that is the best place to tame them should you want a Megalania. It is quite easy. It is a free DLC as well. Here is what you will need for the Megalania saddle, and as you can see, it can be crafted at level 73. It is definitely one of the more difficult creatures to tame, as the torpor does go down rather quick. Now, there are two ways you can do this with regards to taming the Megalania, and I do suggest coming to the Ragnarok DLC to get yourself one if you want one. Of course, you can do this in the caves where you find them. It's just a lot more difficult, as you will need to basically mitigate damage from the Megalania. Now, as you can see there, the Megalania tends to kind of focus at the moment on creatures. It is seem to be a bit broken, as it will attack a creature right there. It does not do damage to it, so therefore the creature will not run away, but that gives us a good chance to start tranking it, and it's very unlikely that it will focus on us. For this, of course, you will want a mount that is quite high off the ground. That will also allow you to stand on it when you are not mounted. It does help. And if the Megalania re-aggroes on us, what you want to do is you want to walk towards another neutral creature. So it's already aggroed onto me because the bird has flown away. I'm going to try and put some more darts in it, but as you can see, it will do damage to my wyvern. Now, you can use this to your advantage and put a few more darts into it. Don't risk your tame. If you think you want to do a different method, and just go towards a creature that is normally non-hostile. So as you can see, it's already aggroed onto the trike. The trike is a slow creature, so I recommend getting it to aggro onto a slow creature. That does give you enough time to aim at the Megalania. Do bear in mind that the Megalania's torpor will go down ridiculously quick, so you want to put in it as many darts as possible. And with a high level Megalania, of course, the higher the level a creature is, the more torpor it will have, the more darts and arrows you will need to put in it to knock it out. Once it is down, you want to be very quick with what you do, as the torpor will drop rather quick. And if it is outside, I suggest having some spiked walls with you to surround the Megalania whilst it is being knocked out. Now, obviously, on the Ragnarok DLC, there's nothing really all that dangerous in this area that can or will attack the Megalania, but you never are too sure, so you want to protect it to the best of your ability. So as you can see, I am putting darts in it. At the moment, it's focused on the trike. This is working to my advantage. The trike is fairly slow. Now, I can reposition, but I know the trike will change its direction quite quickly, so I'm just waiting for it to do that. When the Megalania has sufficiently raised torpor, it will try and run away. That's when the fun begins, as you will have to chase it down and continue putting darts in it. It may run into danger, so do bear that in mind. As I said, the Megalania can and will climb up walls. Okay, so it's running away. Now I need to chase it and continue putting in the darts before the torpor goes down too quick. So going back to what I was saying, you can of course use a pitfall trap to kite the Megalania into it whilst it is able to climb walls. the AI will not let it do that for some odd reason. So once it's fallen into the pitfall trap, you can just safely trank it from there. Once you have tamed it, you can use it to climb walls and even have it on ceilings. So it is a pretty decent creature. It's not as maneuverable as other creatures, but it is definitely worth a tame. And as I said, it does have a disease. Now, as you saw there, I do have a bit of a lag spike on the server for some odd reason. Now, it shouldn't be too far off from being taken down. With regards to taming the Megalania, if you're going to go for a high level Megalania, I do suggest using Dodo decks and starving it, as well, as you do not want to run the risk of losing your valuable kibble. So as you can see, it's now attacking my Wyvern. That's because the Wyvern is in the way, and it will sometimes do that. It's not necessarily because it's aggroed onto me, it's just wanting to run away, and the Wyvern is simply in the way, and it will do that. So going back to the Dodo Decks app, you can use that app to set in the server parameters, the level of the creature, and it will tell you how long you need to starve it for. That means basically just keeping its torpor up. Once it has starved out to the level where you can instantly tame it, you then put the kibble in and watch the taming progress go up. With that being said and done, this is probably the best way and the way I recommend taming any Megalania, no matter how low or high the level is. And again, we have that lag simply because of how quickly its torpor goes down, and if you get distracted, you will end up losing whatever you put in its inventory, as well as probably having to deal with a very angry Megalania. So do bear that in mind. It shouldn't be too far off from going down. I am trying to kind of guess where it is going to be. Of course, it would have been a lot easier if it was trapped and it wasn't running around like this, but this is what it is. Also, you can use bear traps on the Megalania to stop it. However, do bear in mind that the bear trap does again have a specific timer, and once that has run out, the Megalania will be free. However, I can tell you for a fact that due to the torpor mechanics for the Megalania, a trap will not hold it long enough, so it's probably not a good method to do it. Now, if you're doing this in a cave, what you can try and do is you can set up a line of traps and then kite the Megalania into it. There is of course a certain level of risk with this, but that is one way of doing it in the cave. I prefer doing it out in the open where I have more room to maneuver, and of course the caves are end game content, and so it's a bit more difficult to do it in there. Whereas the Ragnarok DLC is of course a free DLC. You can just go onto Ragnarok, bring a few creatures with you, bring all the equipment that you need, and tame yourself some Megalanias. Whilst it is starving out, I'm just going to start placing around some spiked walls as I suggested. This is out in the open, so I do want to keep it safe. Now, the Megalania will not be attacked by other stuff around the area that it spawns on Ragnarok. However, by being here, by waiting for the Megalania to tame, I do run the risk of myself as a player aggroing other creatures, and of course I don't want this creature to take any damage. If it does take damage, it will lose taming effectiveness. This is a 150 Megalania, so I do want to tame it out at maximum taming effectiveness, as I do want to get those bonus levels. So I'm just going to surround both my Wyvern and myself in with the spiked walls. It should keep us safe. The Wyvern, of course, will act as an additional shield to the Megalania. So say if a Rex were to spawn in this area and want to attack me, it would most likely hit the Wyvern before it hits the Megalania. Obviously, I should also suggest that you keep your eyes on the environment. Make sure that nothing dangerous spawns around. If it does, make sure it's kind of safe or at a safe distance. If it gets close, then you'll have to deal with it before it actually gets to you. So with that being said and done, let's have a look at its torpor, and there you can see it has dropped quite a bit. As I said, its torpor will drop really quick. And also notice that I am also covering the Megalania with my Wyvern. Now obviously you can do this with any other creature that you want. And I'm going to access its inventory just so you guys can see the numbers and how quickly it goes down. So what you want to do is you want to not let its torpor go down too much and apply the narcotics. Whilst the torpor is going up, it is not going down, so that does buy you some time. When it has been starved out, put the kibble in its inventory and wait for it to tame. So as you can see, I have starved out this particular Megalania. It has taken quite a bit, and it will take you some time, so do be patient. Make sure you have a lot of narcotics, as you will also be going through quite a lot of narcotics to keep it down. Once it's sufficiently hungry, place in the extraordinary kibble, wait for it to tame. Now I am on a 2 times taming server, so it will tame a bit quicker, so yours will probably, if you're on official servers, will take a few more kibbles to fully tame. Once it's up to you what you want to do with it, but you have yourself a Megalania. Put the saddle on and have some fun. That is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And of course, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this you can find down below in the video description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.